Hey everyone, welcome back to the We're Open podcast. Our guest today led a guild, made videos, and is a gamer. Due to technical difficulties, their camera is off. Let's see if you know who it is. Hey Zadira, thanks for coming to We're Open. Do you prefer Zadira or Zoo?
Oh, goodness. I wish everybody would call me Zoo, but my name is Zadira Kindleriver. You remember when you first joined, you were able to spin the little wheel, and the Kindle River was the second and third spin. So nobody could type in Zadira. Darian Spirithorn, one of our first founders, started calling me Zoo, and you could type Zoo.
I love that, and Zoo clearly stuck. So you already mentioned Mystic Mayhem. How exactly did the guild form?
The original founders of Mystic Mayhem were Steffi Rabbitheart, Darian Spirithorn, and Ty Sword Prince. It became very evident that there was a lot of problems with bullying and scamming with some of the kids. Myself and my daughter, Steffi Rabbitheart, decided that it would be really important to have a group where kids could feel safe. We were on a trip down from Idaho down to Texas, and we just spent the whole entire trip in the car, all the way down and all the way up, talking about it and figuring it out. And first thing we had to do was come up with the name. It was either going to be Archaean Alliance or Mystic Mayhem.
I didn't know the name of many guild leaders, but me and a lot of people knew yours. I actually saw you in game a couple times. How did you manage to promote yourself in the guild?
Oh my gosh, we had kids they were so excited about becoming a part of Mystic Mayhem. They didn't really know anything about it much except what we would talk about in game. You could only have 100 people in the guild. That was the rule. And we filled those spaces up so fast. I don't know if you know, but at the very end, that last couple of days, they released it. And they said you can have as many in your guild as you want. And oh my gosh, we were bombarded.
The guild appealed to so many people. What do you think was the key to its success?
Well, I'm not really sure, except we had really strict rules, make the game better and safer for the kids. Otherwise, to join Mystic Mayhem, it was kind of a chore because we had a website. Reed Greycloak made our second website for us. To be in the guild, you had to join that website and you had to post. You had to be active on the forums. That probably is why it worked.
Even with all those rules, you still had fun. You hosted such huge events like Mom. Can you explain what that was?
Oh my goodness, yes. That Mom event, that started out, Free Roams Insiders had an event, and it was just so full of drama and controversy. And so the next year we asked them if they were going to do it again, and they said no. And we asked if it would be okay if we did it instead. And so we got permission and we put together MOM, M-O-M, which was Marathon of Mayhem. And it started out pretty small compared to how it ended. I think we did it for 3 years. I mean, it was just the most amazing thing. Everybody had to come up with their group. They decided on their colors, and you had to go in, I think, your lot and make a sign for it. It lasted all weekend, and you had to do tasks. So you had to go take a picture of a carton of milk somewhere, or a picture of a certain kind of flower, or you had to go talk to an NPC, and you had to post them on our site. Then there were judges. They worked endlessly hours.
That sounds really intricate. Free Roams gave you shirts too, right?
Yes, and I think it was the result of that last Mom event is what called attention to us, to the devs. So Steve Schock, I don't know his title, but he became the main head guy that last year. And he turned Free Roams completely around, and it became a huge thing again. And I guess he saw us in game so much. And so he contacted me, and I talked to him on the phone. And what he wanted to do was he wanted to give us a shirt because we had such a big presence, but he wanted that to become a thing for the other guilds. He wanted all the guilds to be like Mystic Mayhem. And so in order to do that, he wanted to reward them. And so that was what his plan was. It wasn't that he was giving us favoritism or anything. It was we were free advertisement for him. People misunderstood that. We got a lot of flack from it.
That stinks. You should feel good about being recognized. Speaking of recognition, you made a lot of videos. Snow Hill Cinema, right?
Snow Hill Cinema, yes. And I don't know how in the world that came about. I do know actually. There was a fella named Daddy-O. He made these amazing, kind of actually more adult-like videos. When I saw his videos, it just did something to my heart. And I was like, I want to do that. I want to make videos for Free Realms. And so I started figuring it all out.
Well, you did a great job. They're a lot of fun to watch. Was it an adjustment learning filmmaking?
It's just you're limited in what you can get out of what people are doing in the game, what the emotes will do, and the different things that you can show. You have to be creative. I really love the musical videos that I did. When I did the one about the cats, You're Beautiful, I think.
Yes.
People were like, what did you do cats for? That's not about cats.
I mean, I don't mind clearly as a cat right now.
That's true. You're beautiful.
Thank you. So what are your plans for when Free Realm Sunrise opens?
I'll be there and Mystic Mayhem will be there. I can't imagine how much fun that's going to be.
So you're a little bit of everywhere. You're on Twitch, you're on YouTube, you're on Discord. Are viewers okay to contact you?
Oh my goodness, yes. If you do a search for Zadira Kindleriver on YouTube, it'll come up and anybody is welcome to join our Discord.
Thank you so much for joining the podcast today. It was wonderful to have you and we hope to see you in game.
Well, you're just very welcome. Thank you for asking me.
It was such a privilege to have Zoo join us. Our next guest shares so many similarities with her. Can you guess who it is? Subscribe to find out.